What's up, everybody? Welcome back to RacingDudes.com. Welcome back to another one of our previews. Welcome back to the Saratoga meet for the Jockey Club Gold Cup coming up on Sunday. Another huge race for the Breeders' Cup Classic. Field of 8 for this one. Strange placement. It'll be race 5 on the card on Sunday. I thought that was very odd. 1:45 Eastern time. That means just afternoon, 12:45 my time here. We're going to have a big race, a grade 1 race, and a field that could very well determine the Breeders' Cup Classic, or at least maybe the favorite or one of the favorites, but maybe not past Sovereignty, but maybe the second, third choices, things like that. Field of 9. Like I said, it's race 5. I'll put it up on the screen for you now. I don't think we will have to spend a whole lot of time on a lot of these horses. I think it's a 3-horse race, maybe 3.5. We'll talk about that in a second. It's kind of then some also rans a little bit, but let's get to it and let's go to the number 1 Disarm to kick it off. And listen to me, if you want to play Disarm at a big price to finish 3rd or 4th, go for it. Don't play him any further than that. That's just where I'm at with him. He's a grinder. If they come back to him quite a bit, he can make a little bit of an impact. I just would not put him in the top spots. He's had his chances. He's had a million chances. He hadn't been able to do it. I don't think it's happening here for him either. I'm out on Disarm unless you want to put him in. I would really probably put him in 4th in a super. I don't think I would put him in the try at all. The number 2 is Highland Falls, the winner of this race last year. Should definitely mention that and start with that. Then he went to the Breeders' Cup Classic where he was a little bit overmatched and didn't run all that well, ran 9th. Then the horse was able to come back, win a race, and then was second, and a good second last time out in the Whitney right behind Sierra Leone. I was hoping Highland Falls would come back here and run, and he did. 3rd race off the layoff. We saw it last year, was able to win this race. I'm kind of excited to see what he does here. I mentioned it's a 3/3.5 horse race. He's one of the 3.5 that I would definitely think is in here with a shot. The problem/worry is, how do you turn the tables on Sierra Leone? Is he good enough to beat Mindframe? I'm not sure. Obviously, this field is a lot better than last year's field, but it'll be interesting. Take a hard look at him here. Highland Falls getting better, and a horse that I think could maybe pull off the upset here with the right trip, and maybe maybe 1 or 2 of the big favorites don't get the preferred trip. The number 3 is Sierra Leone, winner of the Whitney last time out. Chad Brown's got him back to top form, and now for this one we're stretching out to 1.25 miles. That's where you're gonna want to see him at his best, or where you are going to see him at his best. So looking good. His Rabbit, Contrary Thinking, is in the race, and there should be a decent enough pace in here. Antiquarian in the race as well, and I don't Banishing I think will be forwardly placed ish. So look, I think Sierra Leone's going to get a little bit of a pace, going to get enough pace, and we'll see what happens. He's certainly, back to looking like his old self. That was a really, really good effort last time out, but he's going to have to catch the number 4 Mindframe, and that's something that he has not been able to do. They faced off twice in their careers. The Belmont Stakes was the first one back here a little over a year ago now, back in last June, and Mindframe was pretty much clear of him. And then the Stephen Foster last time out at Churchill Downs, a race that Mindframe won, and you weren't too worried about it as they were coming down the stretch. You kind of thought he was going to hold off Sierra Leone, despite the fact Sierra Leone came up and ran a big race. Mindframe, only 2 losses, and they were both in races where you kind of felt he cost himself by drifting out to the right. The Belmont Stakes, he looks like he had that race won. He drifts out to the right, and Dornoch is able to get it done. And then, kind of the oddity of horse racing, right? They go to the Haskell. It's a rematch, Dornoch and Mindframe. Mindframe turns for home. Looks like he's going to win. Drifts out to the right again, and Dornoch wins. Lo and behold, Dornoch really never. I don't even think he ran again after that. I think he may have got injured. Haven't ever seen him. And then Mindframe has gone on to do very big things this year. Perhaps Mindframe's best or most impressive victory came at 7 furlongs in the Churchill Downs, where he was just super impressive. In a race that featured Nisos, featured Banishing, Bookham, Dano, Mulligan, really, really good horses. And Mindframe was able to get the job done. So, like I said, 3 races, 3 wins, 3 impressive ones. He's going to be tough. And look, he'll always get the jump on Sierra Leone. He's always going to be a little bit more forward replaced than Sierra Leone, and that will make him dangerous. The number 5 is White Barrio. Speaking of dangerous, when this horse runs his best race, he's ultra dangerous. It's just been a while since we've seen it. He started off the season very good, a win in the Pegasus, and it just hasn't gone his way since. Last time out, I kind of thought, this might be a spot he might run okay here in the Whitney. Just didn't do a whole lot of running. We've known him. We've known him to be a very streaky horse. We've seen it time and time again. I don't know. I'm a little bit concerned we may not see it again from him, right? And I've liked this horse a lot over the years. I've been right on him a lot. I'm a little bit worried he may be a little bit over the hill. I don't know. Just the last couple of races have not been what we wanted to see from him. But we do know he does, he does have that capability, or at least he used to rise to the occasion. I'm out on him in this spot, unfortunately. I like Guadabario, I can't support him here in this one. The number 6 is Contrary Thinking, and we know what happens here with this one. Go to the front at all costs. That's what Dylan Davis will do here. Try to take this horse to the front, speed it up for Sierra Leone. So this is Contrary Thinking, the rabbit for Sierra Leone. It worked. You could say last time out, I still don't know that it really worked, because I still think fierceness not running well is what worked best for Sierra Leone. But look, the rabbit's been entered once and Sierra Leone has 1 win. So, hey, it worked. All right. The number 7 is Phileas Fogg. Just seems a little bit outclassed to me in this one. This horse I like in the lower levels. I do like this horse quite a bit, but in this spot, I just kind of pass. Look, I think this is another one. He's kind of tough if you want to play him underneath. Maybe he can hold on, get a piece of it, but just kind of feel like more speed signed on today. I'm just not sure he's quite good enough. I'm going to take a pass on Phileas Fogg in this spot. He's beaten me before, though. I will say that for sure. The number 8 is Antiquarian. Very interested in this horse, who's absolutely broken my heart. 2 straight races down at Churchill Downs, 2 starts back in the Blame. I had him at a big number. He veered out and, just cost himself the race. Still re-rallied to get second. And then last time out in the Suburban, I was singled to him. It was him and Locked. They were the 2 pletchers entered in the race. I thought Antiquarian was a better horse than Locked. He ran much better than Locked, and he just could not get to the leader. And a heartbreaking loss. The horse loses ground on the turns. That's the thing that I've seen in both races. He's kind of gaining momentum, and then when he gets to the turn, he loses momentum, and then he has to kind of re-rally and regain momentum. And that's what got him beat last time for sure. This is a tougher spot. I think even if he would have won last time out, I don't know that I could think that he was going to beat Sierra Leone or Mindframe. So I'm kind of out on Antiquarian here. If this is the race he wins, I will freak out, because I do really like this horse. I just think he's kind of up against it here. I liked him in a little bit of easier spots. This is a pretty tough race. You're going to have to be darn good to win. And then finally, the number 9 is Banishing for me. For everybody. The number 9 is Banishing. Yes, that Banishing that just won the Charlestown Classic. Yes, we're wielding back in 8 or 9 days here. No, I don't think that's a smart idea. Listen, a 1.25 miles seems crazy for Banishing. He runs every week. It feels like he's in a 6 furlong race and he's in a mile, and they go 1 1/8 back to 7 furlongs, a mile, 1.25 miles. It's crazy. I don't like this. This is a really, really nice horse. I hate that they're wheeling him back like this. I'm worried about him. I don't like him at 1.25 miles, but I do really like this horse quite a bit. I wish he wasn't in this race. So I'll just leave it at that. All right. That's the field of 9. Look, I think there's going to be enough pace in this race for Sierra Leone. I want to say that right off the bat. I think Sierra Leone's going to get the pace. I do think it's very likely that we're going to look up and say, you know what, he didn't have an excuse, win or lose. He got the setup. So I've kind of said it for a long time. If he gets the pace, he's really tough to hold off. I thought he ran an exceptional race last time out in the Whitney. I think running him back here, Brown kind of knows, hey, we've got him in really, really good form. We really think he's going to get ready to fire a big one. So I'm going to go number 3, Sierra Leone on top here. I know Mindframe has beat him a couple of times. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is the one where the pace kind of gets where it needs to be, and Sierra Leone can make that run. So give me the number 3, Sierra Leone, to win this year's running of the Jockey Club Gold Cup. All right, guys, I love this preview. Hit that like button if you like it. Hit subscribe if you really like it. Want to get alerted anytime we do videos like this. And most importantly, good luck if you're betting Saratoga on Sunday.